So what happened at the guys'
At the Bible study last night?
graduation?
Well, it was very interesting because there are 66 books in the Bible, and the last one, Book of Revelation, is taught by the Apostle John, who is on the island of Patmos, and he is really condensing the whole Bible, and he's helping the people that read his testimony learn about God. And I thought I knew God, but there's some things that I'm learning that are really awesome. First of all, I'm learning that God is a jealous God. Jealous. He doesn't want your second best. He wants everything. And another thing, I knew this, he knows your heart. You can't lie to God. And you know what? He can't lie to us. So it's a truthful, honest relationship. And it's just spectacular. So I raised the question last night, why would people not accept Jesus Christ? And I have a grandmother, Genevieve, who gave me my first Bible and taught me that God is love. And what I've tried to do in teaching you and your brother and sister as you grew up, that the little poem, Jesus Christ was crucified on a piece of wood, and yet he made the mount on which it stood.
So cool.
And then the center beam of the cross is love. My grandmother Genevieve, she taught me that God is love. And then I was talking with Franklin Graham. He was going to stay at our home in the Caribbean, and I was wondering if he could get his father, before he passed away, Billy Graham, to sign my Bible. But we were playing golf, Franklin Graham and I, and we were talking about gay and different types of woke cultures that I don't agree with. And he said, God hates the sin, but loves the sinner. And here comes the center beam of the cross is love, and the cross beam is forgiveness. Forgiving others, and also when they repent to you for things they've done wrong, accepting their forgiveness when they ask for it. And so, and then the main thing is God knows your heart, He knows your soul. And sometimes people have guilt over the fact that they have sinned with regard to their life. And so the main thing is we've all sinned. And even a thief on the cross was forgiven. So the bottom line is love your God with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And in everything that you do, acknowledge Him, and He shall direct your path. I like saying light your path, but that's Proverbs 3, verse 5 through 7. And that's the essence of life. And so,
Cheers.
Cheers to you, Big Brian.
Love you, Dad.
Love you, sir. So you're asking me the question of when kids are little and they're growing up, how do they identify what they're going to be, who they want to be, what their values are? Is that the question that you would like? Because that's probably the most important question a teenager has to ask. I remember you being an excellent baseball player, and you were on the All-Star team when you were 12. And then you said to me, Dad, I know that you were going to be a professional baseball player and you didn't end up doing that, and I, Brian, don't want to be a baseball player. And I said, Brian, you're Brian. I'm not. What do you want to be? And you said, I'd like to be a surfer. And I said, well, then give it 100% and enjoy being a surfer and be the best that you're capable of becoming. And so today what I do is when I talk to young kids, I ask them, name 2 or 3 adults, not your family, not your parents, and adults that you respect and admire. Do you have that person picked out? Yes. Now, ask yourself, what are their traits that you admire? What made you pick that person out? Oh, they are successful. Why are they successful? My answer is because they love what they do, they care about their clients or their customers, as the case may be. And I'll tell you one about Jack Nicklaus. There was a reporter that said, "Mr. Nicklaus, you must be very egotistical. You have to win every golf tournament, don't you?" And he said, "Gee, I've never thought about it that way. I just don't like coming in second." So my dad always said, become the best that you're capable of becoming and enjoy what you do, and understand that the word picture that I like to use is, think of the Queen Mary, the finest ship ever made by man, parked in New York Harbor. That's symbolic of the human body created by man. And lo and behold, then the ship goes out into the Atlantic, symbolic of a young man going out into life. And then it gets hit by hurricanes and currents, and someday it gets somewhere, bumps into Norway. Is Norway where it wanted to go? Not necessarily. But if you want to achieve a goal, then you identify your goal. Where do you want to go? Do you want to go to college? Do you want to be a doctor, lawyer, candlestick maker? What do you want to do? If you want to go to Spain, then you identify your goal and chart a course. But that's not the most important thing. You monitor that course. And if you get blown off course, you just get back on the right course. But more importantly than that is sharing that journey with someone that you love. And if you change your goal from Spain to England, you can change it during your life. But most importantly, look to your Holy Father in heaven, Jesus Christ, and pray about everything. There's nothing too small. He wants to hear about everything. And if you have a direct relationship with the Lord, He shall direct your course, and you will share it with Him and your spouse and your children forever. And then one day, my wife Peggy said to me, "Doug, if I die before you, I'm going to be in heaven with my arms wide open, just waiting for you." And that's what Jesus is doing, and my wife's going to be there, and so are my children that believe in the Lord. So that's that.